hell has this guy just done? They were just phenomenal that year, but it wasn't so much that they were, it was that he was.
Despite appearing happy and settled in Spain, Ronaldo now expected to be among the club's top earners. Inter Milan's general manager, Sandro Mazzola, was alerted to the situation and decided to test Ronaldo's resolve with a timely phone call.
So I got him on the phone, and he said, yes, Inter is a great club. But he was very correct and said, if Barcelona pay me what they owe me, then I'll stay at Barcelona, because I like it here. If not, then I'll leave and see what Inter say.
When Mazzola got his man, more than 50,000 fans came to the San Siro stadium to greet their new hero. And despite weight of expectations, Ronaldo didn't disappoint, leading Inter to the UEFA Cup in his first season.
What I saw Ronaldo do in that first year at Inter, well, I've never seen anyone do that before. He did incredible things with the ball, at such speed. Incredible. Everyone knew that with Ronaldo in the team, we could get to a certain point, and that was winning titles. And while everyone else played their part, he was the icing on the cake. He made the difference. To watch Ronaldo was pure football. How he stopped the ball, how he ran, how he changed direction, what he invented.
Voted World Player of the Year in 1996 and 97, Ronaldo was the first megastar of football's modern era. He was ready to explode for Brazil at the 98 World Cup finals.
We knew that Ronaldo would be an incredible player. Maybe not a new Pelé, but a great player, and a player Brazil were crying out for back then. And so he came on the scene at exactly the right time.
At just 21, he was already central to his country's World Cup aspirations. Brazil legends Mario Zagallo and Zico ran the team, but the 1998 World Cup was all about Ronaldo.
His movement off the ball is just fantastic. I've never seen anyone with better movement. He'd position himself in such a way that would make it really easy to play alongside him. I'd like to have played with him, because I'm sure he'd have then scored 2,000 goals. I'd have given him the ball every time.
In '98, Ronaldo was in good form, playing well in all the games. He played with a lot of desire, wanted to show that he could become one of the most important players in Brazilian football. Because before Ronaldo, there had been so many great Brazilian strikers. He knew this was his moment. He could really explode onto the scene.
While he was blessed with skill and ability, he was also very powerful. He could glide past players without going down, even though defenders tried to knock him off the ball. So he had this physical strength as well as movement. And that was different to other strikers.
Ronaldo scored 4 times for Brazil on the way to the final against France. And now the eyes of the world were on him. Yet on the eve of the game, the young star's world was about to be turned upside down.
Acordei 5 horas. I woke up at 5, and when I left my room and met the press officer, he said to me, "Have you heard what's happened to Ronaldo?" I said, "No." And he told me that he'd had a fit. So for me, he was out of the game.
Quer dizer, está fora do jogo. Escalei o Edmundo no lugar
So I picked Edmundo in Ronaldo's place and started to go through the tactics with everyone.
Falei lá sobre a parte tática Entramos dentro do ônibus.
We got on the bus in silence.
Todo mundo em silêncio.
No one was singing.
Ninguém cantou. Fomos pro vestiário.
We went to the dressing room and the players began to prepare for the game, change and stretch. When, suddenly, who comes in?
Quando
Ronaldo.
chega o Ronaldo. Ele falou assim: Zagallo, não me tira dessa.
He said to me,
Eu
Zagallo,
não estou sentindo nada.
don't take this away from me. I'm fine. It happened 7 hours ago, but I'm fine now.
Agora eu não
The
estou
test gave me the all clear.
Os exames deram
I want to play.
100% e eu quero jogar. Ronaldo, você sabe o que você está
I said,
falando?
Ronaldo, you don't know what you're saying.
Zagallo,
And he
eu
said,
não sou criança.
Zagallo, I'm not a
Se
kid.
tivesse alguma coisa, eu
If
falaria
something was
pra
wrong with
você.
me, I tell you. And so what happened?
E aí o que
I
é que
said,
aconteceu?
right,
De boa,
you're in
então
the
você
team.
está
You're playing.
escalado. Você vai jogar.
French playmaker Zinedine Zidane scored twice in a comfortable 3-0 win for the hosts. Ronaldo was a far cry from the striker who tormented defences over the previous 5 years. Brazil was simply lost without his inspiration.
France beat us, and deservedly so. But I think our main concern was with Ronaldo, the man, our friend. And Brazil didn't have a 100% fit Ronaldo playing for them, so that really affected the team.
Yet Ronaldo's nightmare was only just beginning. Back at Inter, his goal-scoring remained prolific. But in November '99, he tore ligaments in his right knee, before tearing them again in April 2000. He was given only a 50% chance of playing football again.
The real Ronaldo never came back. Obviously, he was still a great player, and still so inventive, but he wasn't the same. A shame. Such a shame. Awful that he was destroyed in that way.
Ronaldo refused to give in, however. After a strict rehabilitation programme and almost 2 years out of the game, he returned to action in September 2001. But the rest of his season was hampered by injury, and few expected him to be a force for Brazil in the 2002 World Cup. Ronaldo, though, was determined to erase those painful memories from 4 years ago in Paris.
We spent at least a month training before that World Cup, and he really threw himself into it. He prepared so well, with all the exercises he did to help his knee.
Any doubts that he lacked the fitness to cope at the top level once again were immediately dispelled in Brazil's opening games, and his growing self-belief was infectious.
Imagine having a player who's always making those runs with such good movement and such ability. Then it makes your life in midfield so much easier. You know you can pass him any old ball and he'll finish it off.
His explosive pace and speed off the mark may not have been the same, but his eye for a goal and intelligence of movement remained undiminished.
When the ball was with Gilberto Silva or Kleberson or Ronaldinho, Ronaldo would make a run so that if they got the ball to him right then, he'd always be clean through on goal. I'd be shouting at the TV for them to pass him the ball.
As Brazil progressed through the tournament, Ronaldo decided to celebrate his return to form with a change of style as well.
Yeah, that's just one of his crazy little things. He told us, I'm going to get my hair cut and you'll see how cool I look. And so the next day he turns up with that hairstyle looking like a nutter. We couldn't believe it. We were saying, are you mad? How can you leave your hair like that?
The haircut obviously made a difference. A typical Ronaldo strike was enough to see off Turkey by a single goal in the semi-final. All eyes were on Brazil's number 9 as he prepared to face Germany in the final.
I think he's a phenomenon. I think his comeback is the finest example of someone battling against the odds that I've ever seen. Ever. For this boy to do what he did, after everything he went through, is incredible.